Welcome, Daniel.
Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Kay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Queensland Tourism Industry Council, I do want to sincerely welcome you here tonight. It is indeed a night of celebration, and I want to particularly acknowledge the Honourable Kate Jones, the Minister for Education, the Minister for Tourism, Events, Small Business and the Commonwealth Games. Welcome, Kate. I also acknowledge the former Minister and now Shadow Minister for Tourism and Sports and Racing, Jane Stuckey, who is here tonight with us. Welcome, Jan, as well. And I also want to welcome Warren Ench, the member for Leichhardt, the Honourable Warren Ench, who is a good friend of the tourism industry and is a frequent visitor here. We welcome you as well. Of course, I also welcome all the councillors from the local governments around the state. Welcome to you all. Also acknowledge the chairs of Tourism and Events Queensland, our partners in this again, and also Annabelle Chaplin, the chair of Queensland Airports Limited, our main supporter for the Queensland Tourism Awards for many years, and we acknowledge their strong support. Also our own chairman, of course, Shane O'Reilly, whom you heard outside a minute ago. Also the chairs of the regional tourism organisations who are here with us, they're very important partners to us. All our partners in the sectoral associations from around Queensland who are represented here tonight. Also our partners in many government departments who are here, and we do appreciate the collaboration that we get from many departments and have done for many years, and the partnership with government and government agencies is indeed very important to us, of course. But most importantly, to all of you entrants who have again demonstrated your commitment to the industry by putting your submission in, by being part of this program, and by continuously striving to be better. And this year, I want to also say that when we were here 4 years ago, I think, or 5 years ago, 2011, it was a different set of circumstances. I remember trying to think of what positives can I say, what can we say apart from cheering each other up, you know, in the face of great adversity, and we've had a number of years of that. So now, the circumstances have changed, and not only have the circumstances changed, but all of you exemplify what the industry did during the tough years. They looked at the way they operated, how they could improve, how they could persist, how they could stick with the program. We say fortune favours the brave, but I think what's more appropriately said is that fortune favours those who persist, who continue to do the best, who try to improve. That's what the Tourism Awards are about. That's what our industry is about. And I think we deserve a break. We deserve the tailwinds that we now have. And with those tailwinds, it's not all just given to us. The opportunities are there for the taking, and we will only be able to take them to the maximum effect if we continue to work innovatively and hard at getting better, meeting our visitors' expectations. And I know that's what you all do, and you're a shining example to the rest of the industry. So thank you to all the entrants, and thank you for your commitment, your continued commitment to the better of the industry. It's on you that we depend, and it's also, I might say, on the partnerships that we have. We're a big tribe in the tourism industry, many bits and pieces, and it's the way we cooperate together that complements the individual brilliance that you all have. It's the partnerships between government, between the industry, between other parts of the Queensland economy, and importantly, as I said, the government and government agencies. So we appreciate all of that support. QTIC is committed to continue its bit and to work with you, and we're your servants in this, and we do what we can. So welcome, thank you, let's have a great night. I have one more important task I've been given, and I really appreciate that, and it's really to announce the first award, and that is the category for the outstanding achievement by an individual. And I think this is going to be my favourite moment perhaps ever in the awards. That category is really acknowledging somebody's commitment to the industry over a long time. And I know there's many of you, but there's a few who stand out in particular, and we do every year acknowledge them, and we've had some outstanding champions, outstanding professionals who received this award. Tonight, the award that has been determined by the judging panel goes to a very, very good friend of the industry, a champion of the industry, whom all of you know, I'm certain of that, and many of you, if not all of you, count as a friend. And it is not often that somebody can stay in the industry for so long and be held in such high regard by virtually everybody. And everybody, I think, will join with me in rejoicing that this year's award for outstanding contribution by an individual goes to our good friend, Stephen Gregg.
He has never been just a passenger. Stephen has consistently been a thoughtful contributor, applying his experience and an open mind to the challenges before him. Stephen's reputation is built on substance and not showy gestures or grandiose statements. In a calm, consistent and reasoned manner, Stephen has achieved not only his own goals, but has given direction, inspiration and energy to the industry around him. Stephen continues to demonstrate an outstanding ability in bringing people together to reconcile conflicting interests. He treats everyone fairly and with respect, whether they're government ministers or junior employees. Stephen Gregg can look back on a career in tourism that has spanned 35 years so far. He has reached this point in his professional life with his enthusiasm for the industry as strong as ever, with a constant view on the future, with an obvious thirst to achieve more for tourism, and most importantly, with his integrity and reputation intact. It is impossible to single out just one major achievement since he joined Trans-Australia Airlines in the 1970s and won marketing success for AAT Kings and Tourism Queensland before taking on top leadership appointments with theme parks, airports, Queensland Rail and tourism bodies at regional, state, territory and national levels. Here in Queensland, he was CEO and later Chairman of Tourism and Events Queensland and Chairman of QTIC, as well as filling many other roles with distinction. Stephen has approached each of his roles in tourism with total commitment, and he has left every organisation he's worked for in better shape than when he arrived. Stephen has become an outstanding and universally respected statesman in the tourism industry. His innovative insight is sought out across industry, government and academia. A devoted family man, Stephen Gregg lives on the Sunshine Coast with his wife, Christine.
Yes, it was, I'm sure, for the judges a privilege to pick Stephen out of a field of, I'm sure, strong contenders, but Stephen stands really as a very outstanding individual in our industry. Unfortunately, Stephen is not here with us tonight. As many of you know, he's dealing with a health issue at the moment, and he's tackling that health issue with the same determination and the same positive attitude that he has dealt with everything in his life with. And I'm sure he'll be back here, hopefully, with the awards next year, and I'm sure he's not done with the industry. He has a lot more to contribute, and as you will hear in a minute, he'll look forward to that. And as I said, he's not here, but he was kind enough to record a message to all of you about winning the award. We had to tell him, obviously, before. We couldn't leave it until tonight, so it's not a live cross, we don't pretend, but it's, I'm sure it's a very sincere message from Stephen, and I'm sure you will all be very pleased to see him on the screen, so please roll the tape. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I can't be with you tonight, but it looks like you're in for a great night. And as I've said on previous awards nights, congratulations to everyone who's nominated and obviously to the winners, but we're all winners tonight because you people here have put yourself out there. You're committed to excellence and customer service, and in tourism no one wins on their own and you just drag us further along, so congratulations and have a great night. I would like to thank the judging panel for considering me for this award. It's certainly a great privilege, but for me, really, the privilege has been all mine in that it's to work with the Queensland Tourism Industry team over the last 40 years. It's just been one of the blessings of my life, and it has been great to be part of it. I believe our industry has done more for the people of Queensland than any other industry. The way we've helped spread community pride throughout the state, we've engendered the production of amenity, not just for Queenslanders, but for our visitors, has meant that I believe tourism has delivered so much and will continue to deliver so much. It has struck every corner of the state and every nook and cranny has benefited, and I think that's a wonderful thing. There's been huge upsides for our community. especially Indigenous Queenslanders. Through their introduction through tourism, it's engendered a new respect and understanding of their rich culture, and I know it is going to deliver spades for isolated Indigenous communities into the future. And when you think about it, what other industry has at its ethical base the delivery of friendship and hospitality to strangers? If you've got an industry like that, only good things can come from it. And well done everyone, and I'm proud to be part of it. It's great to be talking to you tonight at a time when our industry is in resurgence and starting to get the recognition it justly deserves. And on that note, I encourage everyone to get behind QTIC as the industry's voice, to see that the industry does continue to receive its rightful recognition of resource allocation from all levels of government, and at the same time see that the industry voice is a coherent voice through Daniel and his team at QTIC, and they've done a great job to date and doing a great job into the future. And again, it's another one of those things that I'm very proud to have been part of in the past. My career in tourism has been very fulfilling for me. What other industry could have delivered a career where I was able to meet and watch an industry grow over 40 years, be able to live here in Queensland, throughout Australia and overseas, extolling the great virtues of our industry here in Queensland. It's certainly been very rewarding, but also it didn't happen by accident. I was very lucky to have some great mentors, tourism pioneers, our Australian tourism pioneers early in my career. People like Bill King, Jeff McGeary, John Rowe were all incredible advisors and mentors to me. Mentorship, I think, is a very important thing, and I think for all of us, as we go forward, we have an obligation to see that we give back to our industry, and hopefully in that role I'll be able to play a part in the future. My mentors are important, but it wouldn't have happened without working with some inspirational teams. The teams at Tourism Events Queensland, Dreamworld and North Queensland Airports, Queensland Rail, Northern Territory Tourist Commission were all truly inspirational people. We had shared values and we were committed to make a difference. And to be in a team like that is something really great. And I thank everyone. I won't try and name names because there's so many of you, and most of you are still delivering in spades today, so well done. And in closing, it'd be remiss of me as the past chair of Tourism Events Queensland not to mention the incredible team you have here today working for you. Leanne Coddington, John Montgomery and Steve McRoberts are delivering in spades. They're rewriting the book on how to do tourism events in Australia, and I know they're going to have an incredible future and a great partnership with you as time goes on. I'd also like to acknowledge our Minister Kate Jones for her support in securing 4-year funding for the team so that we can have a strategic outlook going into the future. And I thank Kate for that. But in closing, there's one person who has been part of the team from day one, and that's my wife, Christine. Christine has been my rock. She's been with me through every twist and turn, every dry gully, every weird situation, and we've come out smiling on top, and she is absolutely fantastic. She's the mother of my beautiful daughters and a great partner in life. So I'm very blessed to have her as my partner, and I thank her immensely, because this award really goes to her as well, because without the sanity that she's brought into my life, I probably wouldn't be talking to you tonight. So thank you, Christine, and thank you to my family and friends who have supported me over the years. It's greatly appreciated. Well, that's it, everyone. So you have a great night. Keep that mojo working, and keep Queensland tourism strong. Thank you.